Hi, I'm Peter Jones. I'm creative director of this project, Hydrophobia. Meet Kate Wilson. Kate Wilson is a systems engineer on board the Queen of the World.
System just went down.
And right now she's in her apartment playing something of cinders because the rest of the population of this huge floating city is attending the 10th anniversary party. Everyone, that is, seemingly, except Kate. Kate's awoken from a nightmare, which is a reoccurring nightmare she has, about the death of her younger sister, for which she kind of blames herself from the past. And here we see Kate looking out over the vista of the Queen of the World. This is it's been described in other areas as a ship. A ship kind of is too mild a term for it. It's around 3 kilometres long by 2 kilometres wide. It's set in 30 years' time when the world's population has now reached 9 billion. And the world's politics has kind of fractured into the Malthusians that follow the teachings of Thomas Malthus, that want a much smaller world population, and the cornucopians, who believe that technology will always solve mankind's problems. And for the future, population can continue to expand without too much of a problem. We're following Kate through. Kate's found a systems problem which she wants to investigate. She's making her way through to what she perceives to be the source of the systems problem. And the other voice you can hear in the background is her mentor, her boss actually, Scoot. And Scoot's a little bit bemused that Kate should be seeking to solve a systems problem on her day off, particularly when it's the 10th anniversary party. She isn't quite anticipating that she's going to go down quite as far as she in fact does, because this is the moment of the terrorist attack. The terrorists have been infiltrating the Queen of the World for quite a long period of time, and they've been people's associates, people's friends on board, and they've chosen the moment of the 10th anniversary, and specifically an announcement by a company called Nanocell at that anniversary party. The brakes on the lift have kicked in. Kate finds herself thrown to the floor of the elevator. This is the first level of the game. This is the start of the game. And to a large extent, we're explaining the story here and the characters. So the dialogue will explain that Kate is in fact now on A deck. What am I doing on A deck? She's obviously has to get the hell out of here, and we have a climbing puzzle for the player just to take Kate out of it. And as you can see, the elevator's fallen away, and there's still quite a way for that to go. And this is the first time the player's seen the water. I mean, look at that, look like there's full dynamic water. Look at the way the ripples are fanning out from Kate's movement through the water, the drips coming in. The water's pouring in from lots of breaches. It's pushing Kate back. Kate now has to get to the far door, but she's not going to make it in time, unfortunately, before the water blocks her. You can see a slight blurring on the camera here. This is Kate's phobia kicking in. You know, she's afraid of the water. She's stuck down here, and this really is her worst nightmare. This is a worst nightmare come true. This is a death of a sister all over again. She's now opened the door and she's moving through and the water slammed her straight through into the next door. Watch the door, Kate. So here we find our heroine, Kate Wilson, and Kate's still in a bit of a fix here, because she was going to use these elevators to escape A deck, but unfortunately they've been encrypted by the terrorists, and her mentor, Scoot, has broken the news to her that there is only one way out of here, and she's not going to like it. So we need to go back through and look at the power of that water. Look, I'll just spin the camera around so you can see the water hit the rear wall and bounce back again. So we've got a kind of a soliton wave moving through this room, moving backwards and forwards as the waters come in. And just look at the pressure of that. It's pushing her backwards. And I'm pressing B to dive, and you feel the pressure of that water. And here we see that our forward progress is blocked up the stairs. Okay, so we're diving down this flooded lift shaft, this flooded stairwell rather. Objective marker is kicked in to show us that we need to turn to this elevator shaft here. Come on, Kate, you can do it! Yeah, oh dear, it's tight. Ah, there we go. Okay, now you see the red haze disappearing. You'll notice perhaps that there is no HUD in this game. That was a design point from the very start. We didn't want anything cluttering the graphics. We wanted everything to be clean and realistic as possible. And you also may have noticed that it took a second or two for that to clear. That's because Kate needs to just catch her breath for a second or two. This is the first time that Kate has got a weapon in the game. A first weapon. Oh my God! Malthusian straight on top of her, no time for talking. Okay, so the weapon that Kate has received is actually a sonic weapon. It's a form of pulse weapon, and it is designed to affect the environment in which it's playing. It can kill a player, and or he can run straight. Ah, he's coming at me! Yeah. One of the things about the Malthusians is that they have absolutely no value in human life, including their own. So if they're on fire, what they will do is try to grab you and burn you at the same time. I'll just show a few mechanics here. The first is that we've arranged for a number of windows to have water behind them. Now this is a really cool way of killing your Malthusian. If first you stun the Malthusian with a weapon and then let the water through, of course the Malthusian will drown. We've got a lot of other hazards here. We have these boxes. That one's not actually flashing red at the moment. I'll look at this one here. That are actually electricity boxes and being carried by the current to one side. If I just shoot this box now, you'll notice that it'll discharge electricity into the area. Electricity and water are not good bedfellows, and anybody in that area will of course be killed by the current. Just want to show another couple of features here. We have a full cover system in the game, and cover to cover. We also have a zoom function on the reticule. Moving through into this next section. This is a section which shows that gas leaks can be exploited. And here we have this cylinder. You see the gas pouring out of it and makes a huge explosion into the scene. And I have to now wait for that gas just to abate a little bit, so I don't want to kill myself on it. Just go straight into cover here, because that guy has heard the explosion. I've taken the guy out. What I want to demonstrate here is that the stun weapon, although it's designed to stun, can kill. It can kill with full 3 full charge shots on the character, or alternatively, like I've done here, if the character is underwater, shoot him again, and of course he'll drown in that scene. And just for a little bit of eye candy, let's shoot out the window.